Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to start with the grammar of Unit 6. Surprise on the bus. The first lesson is present simple. Let's see, when can I use the present simple? The uses of the present simple are three. The first one, for habits and actions that we do regularly. Regularly, which means daily. He visits his friends every Sunday. She goes to school by bus. So he visits his friends every Sunday, which means every Sunday he visits his friends. She goes to school by bus, which means she never goes to school by car, by taxi, on foot. She goes to school by bus. For general truth, the sun rises in the east. What the meaning of general truth is? That which means that I'm not going to discuss with it maybe yes, maybe no. It's true. The sun rises in the east. This is the truth. This is the truth. I can see today the sun rises from the west, from the north, from the south. No, this is wrong. For permanent situation, he lives in Athens. Let's see some expressions used with the present simple. Some expressions will help me to know this is the present simple sentences. Frequency adverb or adverbs of frequency. Like what? What these adverbs will help me. These adverbs will help me to know how many did you do this action. Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never. Always with 100%, usually with 70% I do this action, often 50%, sometimes 40%, rarely 30%, never 0%, which means I never do this. Where can I put this adverb of frequency? At the first, no. At the end, no. So where shall I put this adverb of frequency? You have to put them before the main verb. When I say, I always play, so I have play here. This is the main verb, so I have to put before play, always. We have time expressions like every day, maybe every week, maybe every Friday. So I have every with anything, day, week, Friday. On Mondays, on Sundays, on Saturdays. I have here, I'm going to put S to the day of the week, which means in every week I'm going to play football on this day. I have a football match in my club on Mondays, which means on Monday, every Monday, I have a football match. At the weekend, in the morning or in the afternoon, in winter or spring or summer, once a day or once a week. How can I make a spelling rules? How can I form the action or the verbs with the present simple? The first rule, I'm going to add S to the verb with the third personal singular, which means he or she or it. The third personal singular, which means he or she or it. I live. Look at I put the verb in infinitive. But when I'm going to put this verb with he or she or it, I'm going to add S. For example, I sing or you sing or they sing. These are a plural personal pronoun, which means I, we, they, you. But when I use the verb sing with a singular personal pronoun like he or she or it, I have to put S. I have to put S. Like he live? No, it shall be he. It should to write he lives. He lives. I have to write here what? S. She sings on Monday, which means she, here personal pronoun, I have to put to the verb what? S. Let's go to something else. When shall I put to the verb es? If the verb end with O, double S, as she, ch, or x. Again, the first rule, I'm going to put s with the singular personal pronoun he or she or it. If I'm going to write one of these verbs that ends with one of these letters, what shall I do? I have to put s? No. I have to put es, like I go. I, a plural personal pronoun, so I have to put go in the infinitive. But when I use go with one of the personal or singular personal pronoun he or she or it, I have to write es. Why? Because the verb ends with one of these letters, o, and when I have found this letter, I have to put es. You kiss or I kiss. I have here I, a plural personal pronoun, so I have to put kiss, my verb, in an infinitive. So when I use kiss with a singular personal pronoun like he or she or it, I have to look at the end. What I have, double S, so I have to put es. I watch. Watch here infinitive with I, because I is one of the plural personal pronoun, which are I, we, they, you. But when I use watch with one of the singular personal pronoun, he or she or it, I have to look at the end. What I have, ch. So ch is one of these letters, yes. So I have to put es. I wash. Wash here, I'm going to put it in infinitive because I have I, one of the plural singular pronouns. But when I use wash with one of singular personal pronoun like he or she or it, I have to look at the end. What I have, sh. One of the letters that I have to put es, so I'm going to put es. I fix. And with what? X. So when I use fix with he or she or it singular personal pronoun, I have to put es. We have another rule. If the verb end with y, what shall I do? I'm going to look to my verb. If it ends with y and before y I have a consonant letter with he or she, I have to cross y and put es. Again, what are the difference between consonants and vowel? Vowels letter are a, e, I, o, u. These are vowel letters. If I have one of these, I'm going to keep y and put s only. But if I don't have one of these vowel letters before y, I'm going to cancel y and put es. Is it clear for everyone now? Now let's go to how can I make affirmative and a negative from a present simple? Let's see. Present simple negative form, with I and we and you and they, I have to use don't. I have to use don't. I have to write like this, don't play football on weekends, or I'm going to write don't in abbreviation, don't play football on weekends. So with I and we and you and they, and we said these are plural personal pronoun, we are going to use in a negative form of a present simple, don't play. But when I use he or she or it singular personal pronoun, I have to use in a negative what? Doesn't. And don't forget to put the verb in the infinitive. Look, He doesn't play. Here I'm not going to add S. She doesn't play. I'm not going to add S. It doesn't play. I'm not going to add S. Look. Subject, he or she or it doesn't speak. Look what I'm doing with S or ES. I have to cancel them when I put my sentence in a negative form of the present simple with he or she or it with a singular personal pronoun. I have to use doesn't and put my verb without S or ES or IES. I put my verb in the infinitive. But when I use plural personal pronoun like I, we, they, you, I have to use don't. I have to use don't. Let's see some examples. You don't speak Spanish. Look, you, it's one of the plural personal pronoun, so I have to use in a negative what? Don't speak. Look, he, it's a one of the singular personal pronoun, so when I put it in a negative form, I have to use doesn't speak. Look at the speak. Shall I put S here or ES or IES? No. Why? I have he here, but you have doesn't. When I put doesn't, I'm not going to put S or ES or IES to my verb. Is it clear for everyone now? Let's go to interrogative. Interrogative, which means how can I make a question in a present simple? Interrogative, I'm going to use do with I and you, and I'm going to use does with he or she. Let's see some example of a question with do or does. Do you need a dictionary? I have here you, so I have to use do. Marry, it's one of singular personal pronouns, so I have to use does. We, it's a plural personal pronoun, so I have to use do. It, it's one of the singular personal pronouns, so I have to use does. They, it's one of plural personal pronouns, so I have to use do. He, it's one of singular personal pronouns, so I have to use does. How can I answer this question? Do you need a dictionary? Yes, I do, or yes, you do, or yes, we do, or yes, they do. If I want to say no, no, I don't. No, you don't. No, we don't. Yes, yes, he does. Yes, she does. Or it does. If I want to say no, no, he doesn't. No, she doesn't. And no, it doesn't. This is the difference between interrogative, how can I make a question, how can I make the negative of present simple, how can I form my sentence in a present simple. Okay guys, let's see the last one. I have here you drive a car. You, it's a plural personal pronoun, so I have drive here, my verb in infinitive. How can I make a negative? You will take what? Don't. You don't drive a car. How can I make a question? I have you, so I have to put do you drive a car? I hope all of you understand what I speak about. I hope all of you understand the present simple. It's very easy. See you next time. Goodbye.